Okay, after some months, it's all done. So I sent it to a machine shop. They deck the coolant lines, or like the coolant inlet. Make sure that these are nice and flat and smooth. They resurfaced this face on the intake, or mates to the head. It looked like whoever built this didn't bolt it down to a table when they welded it, because it was perfect here, but it was high here, so they had to take off 18 thousandths because there's kind of just like this dip that kind of like right in the center. So I think they just didn't bolt it down properly when they were going to town with welding. Got the bungs made up. A buddy owns or works at a machine shop, made these custom aluminum bungs, so I'll show you those. And we're able to machine these to the correct thread, because this is like a 12 millimeter 1.5 pitch, and this is a 12 millimeter 1.25 pitch. So made those, had those welded on. I had this for the fuel injectors, this nipple welded on as well. This is a 5/16 hose barb, and then they they fixed the coolant line. It was cracked, so we welded that up. It's right here, so it looks beautiful. You can see those things sit down in there perfect. Should work just fine. And then over here, I just tapped in a barb. This is a quarter MPT with a 5/16 hose barb on it, so it should be fine. Yeah, now we just gotta assemble this thing and put it back in the car. Unfortunately, I don't have a tripod, so you'll just have to see it as I bolt it together in parts. Alright, so I got the throttle body bolted on, got the fuel rail, the injectors in. So I bypassed the dampener and the fuel pressure regulator. We're going to go with an external pressure regulator. Got the idle air control valve system all hooked up, vacuum ports all ready to rock. Got this coolant set up too, so I cut off the stock and I bent it to kind of close that radius here, and then I just found a generic hose at O'Reilly's and found that it had a 90-degree bend, cut it short, and worked great. And yeah, so it's all ready to rock and roll. Right, here we go. So now we gotta slap an intake gasket on there. Go ahead and get ready to bolt this guy together. See if I can figure out a place to put this camera. Just like that. Oh, just like that. Beautiful. Should work out really nice. Here we go. You see that a few of these are an extra long stud. I think on the top you got 3 long studs. So you got your 2 studs off your head, then you got a long one, short, short, long, long, then your stud. So first bolt, closest cylinder number 1 is going to be the biggest bolt. The rest are all the regular shorter bolts. Gotta find it now. There it is. Two more. There it is. Of course. I love project cars because you always got extra parts. Alright, so it looks like we gotta tighten these down to about 13 to 15 foot-pounds. So I'm just gonna snug everything up and I'll get out the torque wrench. No bolts missing or hiding. Doesn't look like it. All right. That's a wrap. Okay, I'm going to stop here for the night, but I got everything rewired. I just need to do the injectors, just get those wired up and be ready to rock and roll. But I'm gonna hook up the idle air control valve to the air regulator, and then hook up all the vacuum lines and boost gate lines, and then connect that short piece with the blow-off valve, and she should be ready to rock and roll.